What's up, soul family, and welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card is going to be on, does your person miss you, and if so, why? So we're going to be spilling the tea on that today, you guys. Before we get started, if you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you're interested in the deck that we'll be using today, it'll be available for purchase on my Amazon store, along with some other pretty cool decks and books and stuff, also available down in the description box below. So without further ado, we're gonna go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the three groups that you have to choose from today. As always, group number 1 beginning on the left and group number 3 ending on the right. So go on ahead and take a moment to think of your person and choose the pile of cards in which you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each pile of cards will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, does your person miss you? Okay, so we start off the reading with the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands reverse. Okay, so immediately this lets me know your person, I think they might have some type of maybe anger issues, or they have an issue surrounding impatience. So it's possible that they might have wanted to like rush into this connection or something in an unhealthy way or something like that. But I am getting an energy surrounding impatience and like wanting to rush into something, wanting to rush into this connection, you know. And I feel like maybe you guys weren't necessarily with that. I feel like y'all really just wanted to go with the flow of this connection. This is the overall energy that I'm getting from you guys. I feel like you brought this person like a sense of peace, and like that's just your energy, like that's literally just your aura. And I feel like your person really needs to learn how to surrender emotionally, if that makes sense. So in terms of whether or not this person misses you, I'm gonna say yes. I feel like there's a part of them that kind of wishes that they worked out, but that you two worked out, but the way in which they went about this situation, it's not really, it wasn't healthy. Okay, so like I said, the 8 of Wands reverse and the Knight of Wands reverse, these energies really do indicate impatience, the desire to rush, the desire to move very, very quickly, maybe even taking action without thinking. And that's the type of energy that I'm getting from your person. Okay, so with the 3 of Swords, I do feel like, yes, this person misses you. This person is really heartbroken over this connection. And I feel like it's possible that this individual might be very, very prideful about this with the Moon card here. So I feel like they have this desire to keep things hidden. And a lot of you guys might kind of feel like you might not view this person as somebody who misses you, or they might not show that they miss you, but they're definitely keeping a lot hidden here. And I definitely feel like your person is in a very, very deep void of self-discovery at this time. And if you guys have been doing well, if you have been leveling up, you know, despite everything that's happened, if you've been solely focused on yourself and your manifestations are coming through, your manifestations are popping, maybe you've put more of an emphasis on your physical appearance and just, you know, trying to make yourself feel good and just self-love and self-appreciation, I definitely feel like this is paying off. And it almost kind of seems like this person feels like because of this, they got to keep their emotions hidden from you even more, because it's like you're already winning, you're already doing so well, because it's like you've just surrendered to yourself, you've surrendered your emotions. It's like you're not giving in to things that you know are not good for you. You guys have evolved tremendously, and I definitely feel like in many ways this relationship might have been a test, and I feel like this is a test that y'all have passed. Okay, so I feel like, you know, there was just certain shit that you weren't putting up with. It's maybe even possible this person had one more time to rub you the wrong way, or you were just waiting for this person to make one wrong move and you just knew that that was your sign to kind of cut it off. But I do want to say this. I'm not trying to make it seem like your person is a bad person. I just feel like they might be very, very impatient and immature. Okay, it's like when you tell a little kid that they can't have a piece of candy or something, or a toy or something that they want at the store, and they just, you know, flip out. That's the type of energy that I'm getting from your person. You tell them no one time and it's like you never said yes before. If y'all, I'm getting a channel song for this particular pile, and it's Yes. The name of the song is called Yes by Beyonce. So to answer your question, does this person miss you? The answer is yes. And definitely the song that I channel for you guys is Yes. I definitely feel like it's perfect. Definitely make sure you listen to that song on your way out of this reading. But the overall message is yes. I just feel like they're kind of trying to keep their feelings hidden, but I do want to point out that your person is still growing. Okay, we have this King of Swords here, and we have this King of Cups here. So like, this is a very, very mature individual, somebody who is mature emotionally and mentally, and I feel like this is the person that they're growing into. But I definitely feel like, you guys are not going to wait around for somebody to match your energy. But I do feel like that it's possible that some of you will end up with this person in the future, because the Queen of Cups did clarify the King of Cups. And as you may or may not know, these are two divine counterparts that we are picking up on. So there is a lot of love in this connection. And I do feel like you have a lot of unconditional love for this person. But this person is really in their heads about you. They're really in their heads about this connection. I think they're maybe trying to figure out what it is that they have done wrong, but them trying to take accountability for it is a whole nother ball game for this person. So in terms of the zodiac signs that we are picking up on for this person or for you, before I forget, we have very strong Pisces energy. If not Pisces, we also have Cancer and Scorpio coming through very strong water energy, so a lot of emotion. We also have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy, and we also have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. I'm just not seeing a lot of earth sign energy, so I'm not getting much Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo for this particular reading, and I interpret that as this connection not really being grounded or like realistic, if that makes sense. Like, this person was not really grounded into the 3D. This relationship wasn't really grounded into the 3D like that. So like, maybe you guys were thinking about, how is this going to work, like moving forward in the future? Like, do we have a solid like foundation or material foundation? And it was just non-existent at that time. So not saying that it can't be built, but I'm just saying that I feel like this person wasn't very realistic with how they wanted to go about this connection, and they really rushed into it overall, and that's probably why it didn't work. But given the fact we have the two divine counterparts here, it's still very much a possibility that this connection, this situation really could work out in the future, as long as this person is doing the work and the healing on themselves. Okay, so that's the overall message that I have for you for in terms of whether or not your person misses you. Please let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates with you and your situation. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down below. And if you like the deck that we used for today's tarot reading, we did use the Light Seers Tarot deck. It will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down below, along with some other pretty cool decks and books and stuff. If that is something that you are interested in, please be sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, does your person miss you? Okay, so we start off the reading with this Empress card. We have this Empress and we have this Hierophant here. So it's very clear to me that this person thought very, very highly of you. So for some of you, you could have gotten pregnant by this person. You could have, ended up having this person's child, or there could have just been a very, very deep connection between the two of you, like on a soul level. Basically, like, this person really genuinely feels like you were meant to be in their life. You were meant to cross paths with this person. We also have this 10 of Pentacles here. Okay, so it's very possible that this person could be thinking about having a family with you, or there is a familial type of dynamic between the two of you. Okay, this person really does see you as family. So some of y'all could have even been married to this person. The Hierophant card is a card about marriage. And if it wasn't that deep, I'm definitely getting that this person saw you as part of their family. Okay, overall, you could have met this person like through mutual friends, out with friends, that type of thing, or that type of dynamic, or this person just felt like they really had a good time with you. They had a lot of fun with you, and it might have led to you possibly having this person's child. That doesn't have to be the case. I understand that, not all of us are ready for kids or whatever at this point in time, but I definitely feel like this person saw themselves having a family with you if you guys didn't you know, end up having a family together. Now, some of y'all might say that's bullshit. Like, you might not even really picture this person thinking that way. But I feel like your person is going through a very weird place in terms of their growth. They are very, very scatterbrained right now. I feel like on a soul level, they know what it is that they want, but we have this Three of Pentacles reverse. This person is not really much of a team player. So if you did end up having a child with this person, or if you did have some sort of obligations in this relationship, this person didn't really follow through. I feel like this person didn't really follow through with certain expectations that you might have had for them in this relationship. And I really kind of feel like this could stem from a person like having a wounded inner child, you know. And not only that, but I also feel like if this is a situation where children were involved, then they were inevitably affected by what occurred between the two of you. Or if one of you has children, like, I'm just getting the energy of children being affected here. And if there were no children actually being affected, or a pet here being affected, I'm getting the energy there was some serious inner child wounding that has occurred here within this family dynamic or this family situation. This person has not yet fully healed from. And I feel like that is what impacted this relationship. It was almost like they knew what they wanted from this connection, but they were just not ready for it, and they didn't have the mental capacity to wrap their head around it. Like, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. This is a very, very confusing energy. So if this person was sending you mixed signals, it was like I said, they knew what they wanted, but they just couldn't make sense of how to attain it, or how to achieve it, or just basically how to act right, you know. And I also feel like this person might have been very flaky. They might have been very flighty. If you look at this Knight of Swords in the upright, this is a person running away. We have it in the reverse though, so it's like this person, this is also like a very impatient and irrational energy, kind of similar to what was going on with group number one. But I feel like what makes this more painful, group number one was more so in the beginning stages of the relationship, and it was kind of rushed, so it didn't work out. There was something more here. I feel like this was a bit of a deeper connection, and I feel like it's even possible, like, we have the Empress card right beside it, so it's like this person could have, you know, just left you out in the cold, maybe while you were pregnant, or, you know, just left you on your own, basically, to build whatever you were trying to build, or do whatever it was that you needed to do, you know, on your own, even if there were not children involved. And if there were not children involved, the Six of Cups reversed, this indicates like a past life type of energy, some past life karmic ties that have not been severed, or that, like, karmic lessons that have not yet fully been worked through. I'm getting the energy of some type of resistance here when it comes to this connection. So if you feel like really attached to this person, you can't seem to figure out why, I might do a separate video on like why can't I let them go. But if you're going through that type of situation with this person, you can't figure it the fuck out, it's because there is some type of past life soul tie here. Y'all had family together, or you had children together in a past life. If you felt that recognition with this person right off the bat, there's some type of soul connection here. And I just feel like your person doesn't have the capacity to wrap their head around it. Another thing that I'm picking up on with this situation, with this connection, sometimes you will be the one that has the remembrance, like on a soul level. You'll have that remembrance, you'll have that imprint of what it was that the two of you were in the past life. But if the other person is not in tune with themselves, it's like they won't remember shit. It's just like they'll just interpret it as a bunch of confusion. It's like, bitch, we were together in a past life, and we're supposed to be together in this life, but you can't seem to get your life together for us to be together. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that type of energy. So in terms of whether or not this person misses you, I'm going to say yes. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It was a yes for all three piles, but the reasoning behind these yeses was very, very different. Okay, and I feel like this was the pile that had like the most depth. There was the most depth in this connection. It's like you two are literally part of one another. It's like there's some sort of imprint that you have on like one another's soul. I'm kind of channeling like a scene from Twilight, from Breaking Dawn. I don't know if it was part 1 or part 2, but there was a part where Jacob had imprinted on Renesmee, and I'm getting that type of energy. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but I'm getting like there is some sort of mark on there, some sort of soul mark that this person has on you, and you can either do a cord cutting ritual, if that is something that you desire to do, you know, or like, I don't even want to say wait it out, because I wouldn't advise you to wait it out on somebody that's this fucking confusing. But I do feel like there is something that the two of you were supposed to accomplish together in this lifetime. This person has to get it the fuck together. But I do feel like, you know, if it makes you feel any better, I do feel like this person is coming to the realization of the fact that they want a family, or they want to have a really solid foundation. I feel like there's a need for them to get in tune with themselves more spiritually. The good news is there isn't much resistance to that. So if your person is very spiritual, or if, you know, they believe in spirituality and that type of shit, this person is trying to learn themselves and figure themselves out right now. It's really like they're making shit about themselves right now. With the 3 of Pentacles reversed, it's like there's something that they haven't really discovered or fully unlocked within themselves that is preventing them from being a team player and putting the effort forth in this connection, like in the way in which they need to. Okay, so that's the best way I could say that. That's the best way I could summarize that. There's some deep inner child healing that this person needs to do, and I feel like once they get that shit together, they would make a very good parent. They would make, you know, the perfect partner. So I'm not going to tell you to wait around on this person, but I am going to tell you that if you are still deeply hurting from this connection, or even in this connection, to put more focus on you, because that's in turn going to help heal, you know, your inner child wounds, maybe even wounds that you didn't know that you have, whether from this life or your past lives together. Okay, so that's the overall energy that I'm getting. Do they miss you? Yes. Okay, and I just gave you the whole reasoning, the whole spiel behind that, so, you know, do with that what you must. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me so that we can look at your individual situation, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. If you are interested in the deck that we use for today's pick a card, we did use the Light Seers Tarot deck. That will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down below as well. You guys, be sure to check that out if that is something that you are interested in. It's hella cool decks and books and stuff on there as well, for beginners and intermediate readers, advanced, all that shit. So check that out, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So does your person miss you? Okay, so you guys, I don't know if I can really say that this person, I do feel like they miss you, but I feel like this person is more so disappointed in themselves. Okay, more than anything, this person is disappointed in themselves, and it's hard to say if they were disappointed, you know, wow, I feel like they treated you like an option. Okay, that's the overall energy that I'm getting. It's like, you know, out of all the cups they could have, you know, chose to pour into, they had all these different options, and I feel like it's even possible that maybe they were a little bit sneaky with it, and I feel like you might have caught them in the act and called them out on it, and ooh, that shit gave them so much anxiety. So I feel like they're disappointed in themselves. But one thing I want to ask is, like, are you disappointed in yourself because of what you did, or are you disappointed in yourself because you got caught, or because you got called out on it? You thought that they thought that maybe you weren't gonna notice, like, the type of shit that they were doing. With the 5 of Cups, it's like this person is crying over spilled milk. Like, it's like they're really disappointed in themselves, but more than anything, they know that they disappointed you. You know, it's like they really had you messed up, and I feel like this might have really turned you guys kind of cold. Like, damn, bitch, you really just gonna sleep on me? Like, I'm getting that type of energy. So I do feel like this person does miss you, and probably does think about what you could have had, but this person has a very hardened exterior, and I feel like that shit rubbed off on you. So I don't know, like, this is my one pile. I feel like if this person really tried to wiggle their way back in, they might just get cussed the fuck out. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all with the Six of Swords. I'm also getting the energy like maybe y'all ghosted this person, like maybe y'all were like deuces after you found out that this person was on some bullshit, and you had to take some time off, take some time to yourself to clear your mental health. I'm seeing the flags in the background, and you know, this is a boat, so some of y'all might have actually physically traveled to like get away from this person or get away from this connection. Y'all could also be a long distance, so this could be y'all could be separated by a body of water or something like that. Like that's coming through for some of you. Some of y'all found out that this person was just, you know, being dishonest and just, I don't know, like I feel like this person was being an asshole about it, and now that they got caught and they actually like fucked around and lost you, and I feel like they didn't think that they were ever gonna lose you, but you know, since they got caught, you know, they could have been picking between you and other people, or they were just all around treating you like an option, not prioritizing you, or both. It's like, you know, if you ask them, like, is it going to be me or is it going to be them? Is it going to be me or is it going to be, you know, this thing that's really not that important? It's like they really had to sit up here and think about it. And it's like, bitch, you took too long to answer. Like, it's clear that I'm not that important to you. That's kind of the perspective that I'm getting coming from you. And that's the type of shit that I don't like. So I feel like now you're using this time to really elevate yourself and really figure yourself out. And I feel like now you really think about shit. Like, I feel like you really think deeper. This don't even feel like overthinking for real. This just feels like you really think about stuff. You really think about the way people move and the way people treat you. Like, that's something that you learn from this connection. Thinking like you just pay more attention now to people and how they move. They could do one thing that rubs you the wrong way, one thing that shows you that they moved the wrong way, and automatically they're cut the fuck off. That's what this connection did. That's what this connection taught you. So it's like, does this person miss you? Yes, but I feel like this is the one person that's probably the most willing to move on. But I feel like they will always kind of carry that guilt with them. They will always kind of carry that with them. It'll always be in the back of their head that they really did fuck up. And, you know, I feel like if they could, they would go back and change it. They would have done things differently. So that's what leads me to say, like, yes, I feel like they miss you, you know. But at the same time, we have the World and the Wheel card. It's like they showed you who they were so that you could move on to something better. And so that you could grow and evolve into the person that you are today. Not only the person that you are today, but the person that you are continually becoming, you know. So it's like now you guys are going to get hella picky. So it's like, it's almost like, you know, I'm not trying to compare you to this person because I know you wouldn't move like this person, but now it's your turn to be picky and choosy with who gets your time and your energy and your attention, you know, which I feel like only is going to make you more desirable. And it's like the difference is you're doing this without playing with other people's feelings. So, you know, I really do see things really evolving. I feel like this connection and you know, finding out what you did and seeing things the way that you did really kind of did trigger like a turning point within you. And that turning point is only going to lead to like your evolution and like your mastery of self, you know. So I'm gonna be honest with you, like I was with pile 2. It was a yes for all 3 piles. However, it was like the reasoning and the energies behind that yes were very, very different. It's like you have 3 people in completely different stages of evolution, and I feel like this is the most evolved pile. It's like you found out how this person moved and you just moved accordingly. It's like, bitch, you gonna treat me like an option? Like, now you don't have me as an option. Now you don't have me as anything. It's like you guys are only really going to be entertaining connections moving forward where you are the main priority, where you are being prioritized. Okay, so I feel like, you know, this was a test and you passed it. I said something similar to group number 1. This was a test and you passed that shit by choosing not to put up with being treated like an option. That's what's beautiful about this right here. This person will always miss you, but I really feel like this person more than anything is guilty. This is the one pile where I'm getting an energy surrounding guilt. Okay, maybe even guilt with a side of not being willing to take accountability for the way in which this person fucked up. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm getting. It don't matter how fucking emperor that you are. If you're gonna treat a bad bitch like an option, you're gonna get left in the dust. You feel me? So that's what I see for you guys who have chosen group number 3. I hope that this reading resonated for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me so that I can look at your situation individually, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. If you enjoyed the cards that we used for today's tarot reading, we did use the Light Seers tarot deck, which will be available for purchase on my Amazon store, along with some other cool decks and books and stuff that I have on there. So y'all be sure to check that out if that is something that you are interested in. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.